Democrats have been defunding the police, leaving communities vulnerable, leaving other officers in those departments vulnerable, while they're surrounding themselves with armed guards that Americans, most middle class, obviously lower class Americans, can't afford. What should Americans glean from that?
Well, I want to turn it over to a congressman that actually wore the uniform as well in New York, that understands it firsthand of what the city looks like today. Anthony?
Sure. Well, thanks, Speaker. I think the message is very clear. The Democrats, some of our colleagues who have called for the defunding of police, but then spend thousands upon thousands of dollars for private security because they don't feel safe. We've seen in New York where legislature and our governor have imposed cashless bail and criminal justice reform, which has let repeat offenders back out on the street, which has turned our streets into sewers, which has made regular New Yorkers, my colleagues who would often visit the city of New York, no longer want to because they don't feel safe. When I was campaigning on Long Island, people were coming up onto the Long Island Railroad platform with scooters to bring into New York City. Why? Because they were too afraid to ride the subway that they've been riding for decades upon decades. So I think what our message, or my message, is to Democrats is to look at themselves in the mirror and understand that law enforcement, men and women who wear the uniform in every community, in every city that is represented here, they stand the line between good and evil. And we will never defund them. What we are going to do is make sure that they have every resource possible to do their job to protect us, to protect themselves, and to keep our community safe.